Hey, what's up, champions? It's Arian Tyson here. Just feel compelled to shoot this Facebook Live. I just really feel compelled to shoot this Facebook Live right now. It's December 1st, which basically means that we have 1 year left, 1 month left in 2016. And as I was driving, I became so overwhelmed that I had to pull over and shoot this, because I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who's going to be inspired or encouraged by this, but it's something that needs to be said. As we know, the holiday season is not a joyous time for everybody. And I want to encourage you while I encourage myself. If you know someone who is having a tough time going through amidst the struggle, or secretly living with some type of pain, I encourage you to share with them what I'm about to share with you now. And that is this: you must appreciate the tough times. And I'm going to share with you why that is. You must appreciate the tough times because it's helping you become the best version of yourself. That's really what this boils down to in life. It's not about trying to be what people want you to be, because it's a lot of people that are not being authentic. It's a lot of people that are walking around with masks on, acting like they got it all together, and not willing to get vulnerable, not willing to talk about the stuff that they're going through or the stuff that they've overcome. You got a lot of people that are walking around being very selfish, because last I checked, we're supposed to be on a mission to serve. And it doesn't matter if you're serving 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million. It does not matter. What matters is this: you have to be the best version of who you are. And that means appreciating the good times when you're on the mountaintop and appreciating the tough times when you're in the valley low. Why do I say this? Because people go through life avoiding conflict. They go through life avoiding pain. But one thing I could tell you from my own life experience: you're not going to avoid pain. You're not going to avoid it. It's either going to come at you piece by piece, or it's going to come at you like a hurricane. The fact is this: you have got to realize that the tough times are meant to build you up. They're meant to strengthen you. They're meant to help you become a better person. And then with those tough times, you don't keep those tough times to yourself. What you do is you tell somebody about your troubles. You tell somebody about what you're going through. And no, everybody is not privileged to know your business, but you should be able to go to someone that has the courage enough to come and ask you, Arian, are you okay? See, that's something that really hurt me when I was a child. And I've been in church all my life. So this is no attack on the church or anything like that. But when I tell you that the church, and I'm just going to be honest with you, there are too many judgmental people that go to church. I don't care who watches this and feels a certain type of way about it. It's a fact. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. And what I know is this. They're quick to sit up and judge, acting like they know what's going on. But if you really want to know about what's going on with somebody, don't go ask their mama. Don't go ask their daddy. Don't go ask their sister or brother. You go ask the source. You want to know what's going on? You ask them. And they will tell you and be able to articulate and eloquent themselves and tell you what is really going on with them if they want you to know. But for those of you that are secretly dealing with some type of struggle, I encourage you with this. You must appreciate the tough times. Why? Because tough times don't last. Strong people last. Strong people do. You must appreciate it because it's building you. It's strengthening you for the next level. And I know that we're a month away from 2017. It's not a promise that you're going to make it to 2017. It's not a promise that I'm going to make it to 2017. But the fact of the matter is this. At the end of the day, when it is all said and done, when it becomes the Most High's to call and I's to answer, as they say, when you have to look back on who you have impacted, you ain't going to have time to make excuses. You're not going to have time to argue for your limitations that you put on yourself. You're going to have to be willing to stand tall and admit that you have not done what you're supposed to do. Out of fear, out of people walking away from you, out of people turning their back on you. If I could run down the list of people just this year, a lot of people that some people don't even know about that have turned their back on me for reasons I probably will never know. And I'm not talking about people that are just close to me. I'm talking about people who I know whose back was against the wall, and guess who was there? Me. The fact is this. If it's not killing you, it's making you stronger. And it's going to make you stronger as you go out and you're able to tell somebody else who will be where you are right now. As long as you don't give up. As long as you don't tuck tail and run. And see, the thing about me and people that are connected to me, you can't be connected to me and not be a fighter. You can't. Because if you run at the first sign of trouble, not only are you a coward, you're not authentic. You're not. And you are going to be held accountable for it in a variety of ways. You know why? Because karma is real. Karma is real. And people, you know when somebody's good to you. You know when your back is against the wall, who is there and who cannot be found. So when struggles come up, appreciate the tough times because you really see who's real and who's fake. You really see who's for you and who's against you. You really see who has your best interest at heart and who is just taking up space. I'm not telling you what I read in a textbook. I'm not telling you what a teacher taught me. I'm telling you what I've experienced in my own life. Not only this year, but last year and the year before that. And ultimately, when you elevate, everybody can't go with you. See, everybody wants stuff to be smooth. But I often think about a golf ball. If you think about the evolution of a golf ball, when golf balls were originally invented, they were smooth. So when a golfer hit them, they only went a certain distance. It's only when they started putting holes into golf balls where they figured out that the golf ball will travel further. It will travel further because of aerodynamics, etc. You're not going further as far as you should go or as far as you can go. Why? Because you're too busy trying to be smooth about everything, trying to wait for the perfect time. There is no such thing as the perfect time, ladies and gentlemen. There is no such thing as the perfect time. Nothing is perfect. No man alive is perfect. No woman alive is perfect. But what is real, what is true, is you being authentic. Is you walking in your truth. And you being authentic with those around you. And you being able to tell your story. Because I don't care how good of an orator you are. Nobody can tell your story better than you. Nobody. Nobody can tell my story better than me. I don't care if it's my mentor, E.T. I don't care if it's my mentor, Les Brown. I don't care if it's my mentor, Trent Shelton. It doesn't matter. The list goes on and on. Nobody can tell my story better than me because I'm the one constant. So I say this to you. Nobody can tell your story better than you because you are the one constant. When people walk away from you or when you lose loved ones, you are the one constant. You're the most consistent thing in anything that you go through in life, good, bad, or indifferent. So appreciate the rough times. Appreciate them because it's making you better whether you know it or not. And it's hard to see that when you're up close like this. Your vision is limited when you're up like this. But when you're able to step back, you really see things. You really are able to see the big picture. So I just felt compelled to share that. I don't know who is going to impact. My job is to just put it out there. And so I trust that you got value from it. If you did, let me know. Just remember in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, Moving Motivator, and I will talk to you later. Peace and love.